This song is now extremely bittersweet. Volume on full blast when it's on. Oh, that makes me want to cry a little, but in a, like a good, happy way. Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Crawford. I'm the Sexual Violence Prevention and Harm Reduction Coordinator, and today I'm going to be watching Rehab by Amy Winehouse. Oh, this song. This song makes me sad because obviously she died. So, okay, I'm gonna. It's such a good song though. So, as we know, I'm sad about the song, but when she is talking about, like, they try to make me go to rehab, I always just sang the songs, but she is, like, spouting a little bit of sometimes harm reduction messages and sometimes not, because she clearly does not want to go to rehab. But she also says it doesn't come in a shot glass. So she knows, but yes, I've been black, but when I come back, you'll know, no. So, still not sure what that means. It does mean that she's blacked out at some point. I ain't got the time, and if my daddy thinks I'm fine, just try to make me go to rehab. Go. So she just said, I ain't got the time and my daddy thinks I'm fine. Whenever people are struggling to make decisions, they often look for people who are agreeing or supporting their decisions. So I think here it's like, you know, that she's in that like pre-contemplation phase, or there's like lots of phases where she's like, I know that this might be an issue, but I'm not going to rehab and my dad thinks I'm fine, so I'm okay. So, I mean, it's very normal for people to be like, oh, you know, I'm doing this thing, but so is everyone else or whatever, because, you know, we want our, to like normalize our behaviors, and that's totally normal. So this song, like, you know, after she passed away, people had a lot of thoughts and feelings, but she's not wrong in her thought process. Like, so it's easy for us to judge when we're not looking at her, or we don't know her, and we're like, oh, you know, rehab, but rehab isn't for everyone, and like harm reduction principles can be good, and so there's all these other things that, you know, rehab isn't the thing for everyone, but still, you know, safer use is important. Said I just think you're depressed. This me, yeah, baby, and they try to make me go. Okay, so apparently the man asked her why she was here. She says she's got no idea. And then he says, I think you're just depressed. This me, yeah, baby, and the rest. So that's like, yeah, I am, but so is everyone, which is interesting. But she also says, I always keep a bottle near. So yes, she might be depressed, but she's still got her bottle near her. So interesting. I was just saying these lyrics, like I kind of like, I knew what the song was about, but it's really the analyzing. And now I'm gonna check out the comments for this video. Amy was one of the few celebrity deaths that actually got me. And not just because we suffered so many of the same problems: bipolar disorder, anorexia, bulimia, alcoholism, drug addiction, depression, but also because we all knew all the problems she had and collectively watched her decline for years, and nobody did anything to help her. And the line, and my daddy thinks I'm fine, is actually really, really sad. So like this comment, it's true, like people have to be willing to help themselves and want to make changes and stuff. So it's easy for us to say like, oh, I wish this person did X, Y, Z, but they have to be the ones to make the decision. And clearly based on this video about her not wanting to go to rehab, she wasn't able to, or you know, wasn't in the point to make those choices. And so it's so easy for us to say, oh, no one did anything. Oh, no one did anything. But like, But it's not our place. Like, we can help and support people and try and help them and, you know, give them harm reduction tools to use in the safest way and, you know, do all these things. But even though, you know, it's really hard because we can't force someone to do something that they don't want to do. You can give people information and try and support them and connect them with resources. And if they want to make those changes, they can. But there's not much you can do because you just want to support the person and love them, not push them away, even though that can be really hard. This song perfectly describes when I was in active addiction. My nickname is also Amy. I swore I would die from an overdose, but now I'm going 7 months sober after 4 months in an all-women's long-term live-in home. I'm so thankful I went. This song is now extremely bittersweet, volume on full blast when it's on. Oh, that makes me want to cry a little, but in like a good, happy way. And I just like, you know, everyone gets to decide what they want for themselves, but it's really, you know, it's nice to hear that the people have some happy things on. But I do agree, like even I was saying, like, oh, this song, it is a bittersweet song because it's such a good song, but it also is like so much sadness and stuff behind it. So I still love this song, but every time I hear it, I was like, oh man, it gets you. Do I think harm reduction would have been more supportive for Amy than a rehab? And I think that yes, like so you know, rehab isn't for everyone, and people not using substances isn't for everyone. A lot of people want to continue using, and they need support as well. And so I think it's really important that, you know, we at the college here offer all people, all pathways. And the whole point of that is because not everyone wants to stop using. So it's a way for people to explore their relationship with substances, whether they want to stop using or use in a safer way. It's something really important and supportive. And so I think something like that can be helpful for folks who don't want to be abstinent from using substances. Clearly, based on the whole song, her goal was not to stop using. And so I think, you know, talking about using safely, always using with a friend, carrying naloxone kits for opiate overdoses, you know, anything like that can be really important. That way we're not using alone. If we have someone with us, then they're able to call 911 if there is an overdose. You know, they're able to get support if someone's, you know, tripping or having an anxiety attack or anything like that. So I think, you know, using harm reduction principles is really good, and it can be very beneficial, especially if people aren't wanting to stop using substances altogether. Thanks for watching. For more harm reduction tips, please check out the Umbrella Project website.